Alright, you guys, welcome back in. I am doing this reading at the planetary hour of the moon, and the moon is still in Capricorn. Alright, so the only difference is from the full moon cycle that we were speaking about in the last reading, we're now waning down. Alright, so it is a time of completion, consolidating, alright, conserving more so of your energy. Moon in Capricorn, it still has this very strict energy to it. We're getting ready to step into the moon void, of course, because at 11:52 p.m. tonight, 11:15 p.m., we're going to be stepping into the moon in Aquarius. It is currently right now 7:17 on June 23rd. It is Sun's Day, and obviously the sun is still in Cancer. So we're still in this opposing energy, more so from the sun in Cancer over to the moon in Capricorn, although it's not at the exact degree. Okay. Today's energies: the moon quintile over to Neptune, sextile to Saturn, sesquiquadrate to Jupiter. All right, we have a square over to Chiron, trine over to Uranus, quintile to the North Node, and sextile to Neptune. All right, so let's take a look more so at what's going on in today's energy. Alright, I want to see what the index is like pertaining to the 23rd. It looks like we have high numbers for Taurus and Scorpio when it comes to the mental. Alright, that's going to be Mars and Uranus in Taurus. And then we also have Pallas that is in Scorpio. So due to the transits that are happening pertaining to Mars's energy being in Taurus is more so at its detriment, so it's not comfortable there. Mars is more so the ruling planet to Scorpio's energy, whereas the trine to Uranus and Taurus with the moon in Capricorn can actually be a good thing. Utilizing lots of structure towards creativity, all right, something that you value if it pertains to finances, that type of thing. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to pull the astral alignment. I'm going to pull tea leaf. Alright. And then I'll utilize my everyday tarot just for a quick 1, 2, 3 reading. So I hope everybody's doing good. The weekend has been really lagging. It's been really hot, humid. It's been like, I spent most of my day more so cleaning in the morning, trying to get organized, all right, pertaining to my workspace, because I tried to expand once again. Just getting more and more cluttered as I continue to add decks and trying to get myself organized here with wanting to start my astrology. I know someone mentioned that they wish they would be able to see what sign I was reading, so I'm creating something like an astrological wheel here. I just got to get my signs in place at this point, so that way you guys can see what sign I'm going to be reading for. Alright, just want a little bit of creativity overall in my workspace to get things going with things I want to present as well. Alright, so stay tuned if you're interested in the astrology part of it all. I think I'm going to have to start leaving the astrology stuff for members, because there's a lot of people that complain they don't like listening to the astrology part of the readings. But I mean, that's obviously how I started, so I'm not going to change it. Alright, it's just what I do here on this channel. So there was quite a bit that fell out. Alright. So overall, and the way that it came out, it looks like Your happiness lies more so pertaining to a short journey, whether it is mental, physical, emotional, whatever it is. All right. It looks like the cobweb is here that is protecting you from negative forces that are beyond your control. You may be definitely feeling some sort of sorrow, all right, from some sort of unsuccessful plan pertaining to family, all right, because I got great personal sorrow here as well as family sorrow. Beware of great pride, and then it says you will be receiving a gift. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. There's plenty of material things and abundance coming through, and a pathway with money is waiting for you to find it. All right, so this is giving me, to be honest, difficulties when it pertains to either family and or finances. All right, let's just see what the action has in store here for the reading. Just going to literally pull two. Because there can be multiple things in this reading so far, but I just want to narrow it down. Taurus, finances. Okay. Taurus's energy can definitely speak about values, finances. It definitely is where the trine is happening with Uranus and Taurus at this time. And then there's the moon. So the moon in Capricorn over to Taurus's energy with Uranus and Taurus. It's a trine today. We clearly just said that. All right, so we're going to stick with this. If there's, Uranus brings in changes, major changes, all right, pertaining to, I want to say who has Taurus inside of the home environment, the family environment, and that's going to be Aquarius's energy. All right, the moon in Capricorn is going to be tapping into Aquarius's 12th house. Let's utilize the Astro Days real quick and see if this is what I'm getting here. All right, so money path, and where the sextile is taking place in today's energy with Neptune, all right, and the sextile over to Saturn as well happens to be in Pisces energy. So that happens to be in Aquarius, the second house. So if I roll this Astro Dice and I see Taurus and or Pisces energy come out, or the 4th house or the 2nd house, Uranus, 11th house, anything pertaining to Aquarius energy, this is kind of what I'm feeling here. All right, let's see. Interesting. It's just giving me the Sun and Gemini in the 3rd house. Gemini rules the 3rd house. The Sun is in the 3rd house. No, it's not. It's in Cancer at this time. Interesting. So this is giving me Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries energy. This could be speaking about North Node. Let me pull one more on this. What is this trying to tell me here? Because if we're looking from the perspective of a Gemini Sun, okay, then we're looking at the 2nd house, which the Sun is in Cancer, okay, but it's giving me Taurus's energy here. So that will be the 12th house in sextile over to Cancer's energy in the 2nd. Just telling you guys what I feel here. It was quite a bit that fell out there. 9th house, moon void, of course, Venus, 11th house, fixed. Something about spirituality. The moon void, of course, is getting ready to take place, and the moon is the wow, Jazz. I keep forgetting because I get way ahead of myself. The moon is getting ready to ingress into Aquarius' energy tonight. Okay, 11:15 p.m. I just said that earlier. So something pertaining to spirituality, philosophy, belief systems, that type of thing, higher knowledge. There seems to be in the moon void, of course, energy where we're getting ready to step into some sort of disconnect. When it pertains to moon void, of course, is like when the moon is void of all energy pertaining to any of the transits that are taking place in whatever sign. At that time, it's like the moon has a chill period before it ingresses to the following sign, before it can actually start taking place with the aspects, which is going to be energy pertaining to any of the other planets. Okay, so Venus being currently in Cancer, okay, that means that Aquarius's energy over to Venus is going to cause some sort of discord. Alright, because Aquarius to Cancer's energy is 5 houses apart. It's the energy of a quincunx. Alright, but what I see here is fixed energy. So taking action or something gaining momentum, being dedicated to something here pertaining to the 11th house, Aquarius's energy. Alright, there seems to be some sort of collaboration or something that needs to take place. But we're speaking more so about unsuccessful plans pertaining to family sorrow. I'm seeing teardrops here, great personal sorrow, being aware of great pride, like if somebody's in their ego more so. You could be feeling a certain type of way pertaining to this energy, but it's saying that here on this short journey pertaining to your happiness, you're being protected from whatever negative forces are around you at this time. Capricorn's energy can definitely be negative forces because it's a very strict, stern, disciplined, authoritative type of energy. Okay? Do not be tempted to lower your standard. Plenty of material things and a path with money that is waiting for you. I feel like this flag, bull, and money path energy is telling me basically here with Taurus and the moon, utilize your instinct, your intuition to stay grounded. Okay, utilize the energy of your subconscious to get creative, to see how it is that you can manifest abundance when it pertains to this plenty of material things and a path with money that is waiting for you to find it, right? So instead of more so getting involved in the madness of the energy, I feel the Astrodice is saying utilize communication, right? Utilize travel, utilize siblings, cousins, your local neighborhood. All right, this could be the media, anything pertaining to where the energy of source can actually work for you really well here. All right, so literally I have Gemini, the third house, and the energy of the sun, which is interesting because we made a heavy emphasis on Pisces energy being today. And then we look at Gemini's energy here, Pisces to Gemini, another square, right? Not too happy there. All right, so yeah. Let's just take what we got here. It looks like networking right now with higher knowledge can be of significance. The moon void, of course, tap and base with the energy of beauty, artistry, love. It's giving me creativity, right? Anything more so artistic is where the action and or the momentum can be gaining energy at this time. All right, let's look at tarot. So right out the back, I got Mercury in Cancer. Mercury in Cancer can be a good thing pertaining to like studying from home. All right, Cancer's energy is the home environment. All right, Three of Cups typically represents in tarot a celebration, a promotion, some sort of recognition. It could definitely pertain to family and or friends. Okay, let's see what we have here. Wheel of Fortune. So there's something that's meant to come through that is auspicious, all right, meant to lead you in the right direction. I'm getting nothing but positive vibes so far. All right, that's the Jupiter energy on the Wheel of Fortune. Technically all fixed signs on there as we have here on the astrology card. All right. So the action, gaining momentum, being dedicated to studying from home could be of significance. And again, that's Gemini's energy. Doing research, all right, sharing ideas, doing some sort of studying could be good. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. All right, so the Nine of Pentacles is the energy of Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo, if Venus pertains to beauty, artistry, and love, let's say Virgo has a lot to do with the workplace, right? Bringing something to perfection. This is going to be you reaping the fruits of your labor more so. All right, so as like I said here, you have some sort of great personal sorrow happening within the family environment with unsuccessful plans. It's saying beware of that pride, that ego that can jump into place. It says you're going to be receiving a specific gift here. Don't be tempted to lower your standards and lower yourself into someone's vibration of anger or disappointment or even dishonesty at times, right? Focus more so on your money path, being creative with whatever this plenty of material things is. Okay, So the Nine of Pentacles definitely gives me the workplaces where you want to be more so organized. Again, that's how I spent most of my mornings on a Sunday, is cleaning, dusting everything down, getting organized. All right. It's more so giving me where you reap your abundance by the energy that you put out there is what you pretty much get back. All right. Two of Cups energy. All right. So coming into alignment when it comes to both the masculine and feminine energies. Interesting enough, I have Venus in Cancer here now with the Two of Cups. Both Venus and Mercury are currently in Cancer right now, current transits, with the energy of the sun. Imagine that in opposition to Moon in Capricorn at its detriment. All right, so the energies are pretty much working in opposites, okay, causing confrontations. And again, this could be around the home environment because the sun has a heavy focus on family at this time. Okay, even relationships, those that are married, those that are living together, that type of thing. Okay, Seven of Swords. There could be this heavy, like, deceptive energy. I'm not just saying that anybody could be deceptive in your energy, but it's just an energy around you of deception and or envy, and or it's giving me wanting independence. Okay, so as we're moving closer and closer to the moon void, of course, ingressing into Aquarius's energy, this Seven of Swords represents the moon in Aquarius and tarot. All right, so utilizing the other transits, all right, as we are focusing more so on coming out of this Capricorn energy and into Aquarius's energy and how it's going to affect these specific placements. So say right now we're looking at the Two and the Three of Cups, which is supposed to be love and celebration and moving forward happily, right? Happiness. It's going to shift in the energy. Why? Because the moon in Aquarius will be 5 houses apart from the sun, Mercury, and Venus in Cancer, and it will then cause discord, disharmony. It's like an uncomfortable feeling in the home environment. Okay? What happens? The Wheel of Fortune is supposed to lead you to something positive. How do you do that? You remain concentrated on what you're doing, pertaining to anything, focusing more so on communication, the media, sharing ideas, working on a specific research project, that type of thing. It's how you transmute the energy from being negative to positive. Okay? Let's see. With this Seven of Swords here. This is a pretty good reading. Yeah, the World card. Alright, so again, how do you transmute the energy? How do you clear out the energy of one cycle before you move on to the next? The World card can be many different things. And again, it's all of the fixed signs. So let's speak about what's happening in those specific signs. All right, we've got Pluto that's in Aquarius, where the moon in Aquarius tonight is going to conjunct. All right, literally a little bit past midnight. All right, the moon will conjunct Pluto. Pluto is a planet that is of transformation, of regeneration, of like a death and a rebirth. Anytime these two energies touch base, there tends to be this very destructive type of energy in the emotional state. Okay, so that can be of significance, all right, with over exaggerating wanting to end a specific chapter in your life. The moon only stays in Aquarius for about 2 days, 2.5 days. All right, so the energy will then transmute once we move into Pisces energy. All right, but then it will meet with Saturn and then with Neptune. So every transit that we go through, there's always a shift in energy and how it's affected as it aspects to another different planetary transit. Okay, let's just see here. The World card to the Fool card. All right, so this is you being open to setting your mindset on something new. All right, just focusing more so on the unknown, taking a risk, doing something that's fun, that's creative, that just kind of gives you a sense of wanting to get out there and try something new. Okay, I love when the World card comes out and then the Fool card comes right out after it. It's like perfect in harmony with the reading. Okay, so then we have the Seven of Wands. So here is where you feel that you want to protect your energy, or this could be the forces around you, once again, protecting you from negative forces that are beyond your control. You can't control where the moon is at any given time. And as above, so below. So anytime we are dealing with energies up above, we feel them down here, okay, on Earth. So let's see. There seems to be where you want to stand your ground on something, all right, or this is the environment, like you feeling like you have to defend yourself pertaining to some sort of structured energy, this disciplinary energy that we've been in with the moon in Capricorn. All right, it looks like you have a passion you want to go towards with the Ace of Wands. All right, utilizing creativity, your imagination, doing something that you find fun, that you're passionate about, that's going to bring out the energy of your happiness with the energy of the sun. And as we said, the sun comes out in the Astrodites with the energy of Gemini. That's giving me communicate. All right, once you communicate, it's almost like you're releasing the energy that you feel pent up inside with, right? It seems like a little bit crazy, but that's just what it is. Let me get one on this Three of Cups, please. This Mercury in Cancer energy current transit. Page of Swords. Interesting. So studying from home, once again. Page of Swords is a very dipping your fingers into some sort of knowledge, right? Trying to gain information on something. If it pertains to communication, it's almost like a phone call could do it to a friend or to a family member, that type of thing. Writing a letter or focusing in on reading a book. This can be multiple different things in order to keep you in this very happy, upbeat energy at the time. All right, so the challenge here is the Wheel of Fortune. Let's just see what's this fixed energy bringing about. All right, so once again, we have the moon in Capricorn trining to Uranus and Taurus, which is a fixed sign. All right, we have the moon moving into Aquarius, that's going to conjunct with the energy of Pluto in Aquarius. All right, and then we're going to have the Pallas retrograde in Scorpio energy, which Pallas is all about wisdom and knowledge. And it is more so like the goddess of war, right? But how is the goddess of war utilizing her energy in Scorpio? It is more of tapping into those deep emotional feelings, facing fears, has a lot to do with interest when it comes to psychology and like the esoteric, mysterious part of life, right? Like that type of thing. So studying from home, what that could be taking place. And then what else do we have here? We have Vesta that just moved into Cancer, right? Not Cancer, to Leo. All right, the last fixed sign. And these are the energies that are gaining momentum right now. We have these two asteroids that are working perfectly in harmony, especially of those that have interest in philosophies and spirituality and higher knowledge in the 9th house, right? It has a lot to do with the asteroid of spirituality, being devoted and sacrificing your time, all right? Or whatever that inner spark is within in the sign of Leo. It's like touching base with the energy of fire, right? Passion, desire. So those are the transits that are taking place more so right now in the fixed signs. And I'm seeing a heavy focus here with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card with all fixed signs on here. So we're looking at Jupiter and Saturn there. All right. Three of Pentacles. So the Wheel of Fortune, if you're utilizing the Page of Swords properly with the Mercury in Cancer energy where you're studying from home, then this could be you doing something that you love to do for work, right? It's almost like you're being involved in collaborating, all right? Or this could be the challenge, is maybe you do want to work independently. Because let me just explain one thing about when the moon is when the moon is in Capricorn and the moon ingresses into Cancer, they're both ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a very disciplined, structured, working alone type of energy. Slow and steady wins the race type of energy, right? Patiently, diligently working to accomplish a specific goal. All right, so you may right now wanting to be shifting your energy more so away from collaborating from people right now, because again, the moon in Aquarius with the Seven of Swords, in which we saw in the energy, is calling for you to work independently. Okay, so that could be a challenge if it's requiring you to work with other people, especially if it has something to do with working with those around you in the home environment. Say you're collaborating in the home environment. Let's just say you have children, all right? It's you and your husband. Let's just say one person's hot. It's moody outside. Let's just take today's energy, for instance. One person's in the shower, they want to be in there for 30 minutes, the other person's impatient, let's go, let's get out of here. Like, it's kind of giving me that energy. It's like a very impatient, dreading, wanting to collaborate with someone energy. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. But if you utilize it creatively, right, then I don't know, the first thing that came to my mind is like two people jumping in the shower at once. Mom and dad going to take a shower, you're next, food is done, everybody's great for dinner. Like, it's just kind of giving me like everybody go watch a movie, Gemini energy, right? Go tap in with media, just chill out, under a very cool type of energy, go play a game, all right, media, that type of thing. I don't know, I'm just getting, you know, what the vibe is here for me at home. All right, 9 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. Try not to overdo it. All right, if you're focusing more so on work right now, if it pertains to your creativity, the 8 of Swords is Jupiter and Gemini's energy. The expansive amount of knowledge coming through right now can be crazy. All right, so Jupiter and Gemini just says slow down a little bit. Jupiter and Gemini is typically at its detriment, so it's not comfortable there. It doesn't work with this least, with its most strength, it's with its least strength. So there can be an overload of information coming through where you're like, you have no clue what to do with it. Okay, the 2 of Cups, this is the energy of the Venus in Cancer energy. So this is like the birth of something new. I'm seeing Temperance, so being involved in almost like a spiritual union could work best for you here. Remaining balanced in that way. I'm seeing where the 2 of Cups obviously are brought together here to bring them into harmony. Okay, and then we also have on Temperance the balance of the 2 cups as well. All right, so balance, focusing on healing, kind of giving me more so about the spirituality thing. All right, the World card. Let's see what this is bringing in. That's interesting. So there's going to be an ending to something. This seems a bit dramatic though. The World card with Death, that's giving me like Pluto energy on the Death card, right? And I just said the Moon in Aquarius is going to conjunct the Pluto energy. So this could be it. What is this bringing in? What is that energy? The Ace of Cups. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. What is the Ace of Cups? 8 of Pentacles. Something new pertaining to work. Or you placing yourself where you're trying to specifically master a specific skill. Especially if it pertains to like, what is that energy? What am I trying to say? It's almost like if you have interest in the occult, right? And you're gaining knowledge, and there's a specific cycle that comes to completion here that makes you go through a specific like transformation, and you transmute the energy that's around you to be able to move forward, and you open yourself up to love with what you do for work. That's what this looks like. That's what it looks like. The 8 of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups clarifying that Death card. It's almost like the World card, the Death card. That is exactly what I'm feeling. That Moon in Aquarius, tapping base and completing the cycle from the Moon in Capricorn and moving more so into the Moon in Aquarius, where it will then conjunct Pluto. All right, and transmuting that energy, the Fool card. Let's have a new beginning here, right? Let's see what the new beginning is all about. The Fool card, the 4 of Cups. Interesting. You may not want to accept that Ace of Cups, which is interesting. Why is that? You may feel like you've missed out on a specific opportunity if you don't take a leap of faith. Judgment. Wow. 9 of Swords. I don't know if... Okay, I'm just going to say it. Alright, because it's the way I'm seeing it here. You may not want to or understand or accept this cup that is being offered. Judgment is pretty much having to do with like seeing the truth about a situation, or focusing more so on like an ascension that takes place, right? It's kind of giving me like an elevation in energy. The 9 of Swords can be like stress, anxiety, worries, being up late, and I just said that the conjunction is going to take place after midnight. The 9 of Swords is showing me someone that's up late, all right, with an overload of information. It's Gemini's energy, which we see here, the sun in Gemini. And the following card that came out after that was the sun. All right, so whatever is happening with this passion energy here, all right, it tends to be where you have to protect your energy. Seven of Wands is almost like needing to defend yourself when it comes to a specific passion. Ace of Wands. That's the way it came out. Let me clarify the Seven of Wands real quick. Why are you having to defend yourself? Almost like needing to know when to push away, overdoing it with work. That's what it's giving me. Because it's giving me this as well when I look at Taurus and the moon. It's like remain grounded and stable when it comes to your emotional state. If you're doing some sort of work pertaining like spiritual work, it gets heavy. After a while, it gives like a mental overload of you trying to study too much, taking in too much of communication in, and trying to repeat that back out in your readings, even if you're like a, you know, a spiritual reader. So I can definitely see how this is going to be affecting me later on tonight, me being an Aquarius, you know. So it can be like that at times. What's the Seven of Wands? Page of Wands. It's almost like that interest that you have in this Ace of Wands, yeah. Strength card, like having the strength to be able to remain balanced, all right, to remain focused on your determination. If you feel that that's where the energy is gaining momentum and that's where you need to take action, then okay, cool. But understand that this Nine of Swords can definitely feel like a mental overload, all right, but it's leading you right to your success here, all right. Ace of Wands and the Sun. Let's check it out. Ten of Pentacles. I can't make it up. Three of Swords. That's the devotion card for me. All right. Knight of Swords when it comes to taking action. This is the fastest moving card in the deck. The fastest moving knight in the deck. All right. So the Ten of Pentacles is like pertaining to your money. Your money back. All right. Interesting. Let's look at it. The Chariot. Success. The Moon card. Interesting. Heavy on that Cancer energy there. And the King of Wands. So this is putting you, wow, High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. This is putting you in a position of a heightened intuitive state where it can be actually successful if you were to lead by teaching first. It's kind of giving me that. All right. So leading, teaching about the unknown, about the occult, about the secrets of the universe, that type of thing. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting overall from the reading, you guys. I hope it resonates with everybody. This one feels more so like a spiritual reading. All right, clarifying the energy and what's happening in the transits more so. You guys know how I do. That's just how I read. Major transits came out in the reading. All right, so we saw the Moon in Aquarius with the Seven of Swords. We saw Mercury in Cancer. We saw Venus in Cancer. We saw Jupiter in Gemini. These are all current transits. All the fixed signs being of significance. So we saw the transits of Pallas. We saw definitely Pluto. Okay, we saw Uranus and Mars, and we also saw the energy of Vesta, which is all about spirituality. So I feel like that was of significance as well. Alright, you guys, let's pull some of my new decks. Alright, I've been wanting to utilize these more, so let's do Guides of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. It's one of my new favorite decks. So what does Spirit want us to see in a specific reading pertaining to those guides from the Hidden Realms? Let's see. A call to transformation. Interesting. I'm seeing the number 17, so star card energy. Heavy on Aquarius' energy in this reading. All right, metamorphosis in the in-between. So that's that Pluto and Aquarius energy. Notice the butterflies around the eyes. I'm seeing heavy on the light blue color here, so the throat chakra of significance. All right, and we have to remember throat chakra communication has a lot to do with Gemini's energy, right? But it is air, technically. All right, it's the way that we speak. It's the way that we communicate. So Aquarius is in an air sign as well, and then from Jupiter's energy over to the moon in Aquarius will actually trine tomorrow, which is going to be the 24th. All right, pretty good. Let me take a look. Yes, it will. So the moon will conjunct Pluto first. We'll definitely see the sun in Cancer in conjunct with the moon in Aquarius. We spoke about that, 5 houses apart. We're going to see some semi-square energy over to Saturn in Pisces, which is technically one sign away. Okay, and then we have the trine that happens with Jupiter and Gemini over to the moon in Aquarius. I like it. All right, so it says frozen for a time, number 16. Interesting. Look at the way this came out, you guys. 15, 16, 17. And I was just shuffling. It says here, full moon eclipse, number 15. 15 is the devil card, Capricorn's energy. All right, so we see removing internal obstacles and confronting self-identity and intensities. All right, so that's what that card looks like. Heavy on the purple. Purple is the crown chakra. So things that we may not understand or things that we need to understand. All right, and removing the obstacles that may be in the way of us confronting even our ego. That could be it as well. All right, so self-identity. And then we have frozen for a time, number 16. That is the Tower card. So we did say we saw Mars in Taurus's energy as well, right? So a time of non-action, slowing down. It says not yet. All right, so things may feel frozen for the time. I don't know why I'm feeling like, I want to say like 5 of Pentacles here. Okay. 5 of Pentacles can be the energy of Mercury and Taurus, where it feels like you're more so left out in the cold. You feel that, you know, you aren't getting exactly where you need to be just yet. But it is just a time of non-action. Like almost like the Hangman energy, Pisces even. Okay. Slowing down, taking things easy, taking a step back for, you know, I'm even seeing like the Queen of Swords being in this energy. The Queen of Swords is very cold. Doesn't like to associate with others. And the Queen of Swords could definitely be Aquarius's energy as well. Wanting more so of that independence energy. All right, but the non-action needed to take a break possibly. All right, I was feeling that in the other day, in yesterday's or the day before energy. All right, but then it's giving me first card that came out, a call to transformation, star card energy. So metamorphosis in the in-between. So being in between realms is kind of feeling like in the earthly realms here, needing to pretty much wrap up what we got going on pertaining to the house of family. All right. And our roots and our foundation, and letting that be of significance right now because that's where the sun is shining. All right. But then utilizing this transformation energy to transmute, all right, the overall environment of your emotional state even. All right, I'm seeing this full moon eclipse being of significance. Full moon eclipse, technically the last one took place in Libra. All right. Right now, I don't think there's much going on in Libra besides the South Node. I believe that Lilith is going to be stepping into Libra, which is like the balance within the relationships sector. Okay. The full moon eclipse that took place last was going to be the one in Libra back in March. Was it March 25th? I know it's kind of like off a bit, all right, from today to tomorrow's energy, but we're looking at from March to June. What's that? April, May, June. Yeah, about 3 months already. Okay. So we'll start seeing shifts take place with these eclipses. And it does take about 6 months for them to start taking place because they normally take place from one side of the equator to the other. All right. That's just the way that I see it. So say this happened more so when we were getting ready to step into the spring equinox, right? Because I mean, March 25th, the full moon lunar eclipse took place in Libra, and then we saw the solar eclipse take place in Aries probably a week later. Okay, so it literally is going to start making shifts, transforming the energy. The next full moon eclipse that takes place is going to be in Pisces, and that one happens in September. interesting enough, September 17th, okay, as I'm seeing the number 17 out here. So that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces that takes place, that has a lot to do with like our imagination, our creativity, the way that we love, the way that we want to understand the secrets of the universe, right? Spirituality, it can be in multiple things. Um, but something being illuminated. I'm loving how on all of her cards, the third eye is illuminated with a star. I'm seeing it on every card here. All right, so heavy on the blues pertaining to the communication, and or more of the indigo color being the third eye, right? Up to the energy of the crown with the purple. That's what I'm seeing here, you guys. And I'm seeing specifically 15, 16, 17. So there's steps that are being taken in order to transform the energy. So the Devil card is almost like the energy of this very intense, obsessive, passionate, sort of codependent energy where it's like, okay, now it's time for a transformation, for real, like Tower, time for non-action. All right, and then you call to transform, right? So that's what happens here as we move into the star energy. But then guess what happens? Pluto then steps back into Capricorn in September, right before that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So we'll be there for about 3 months as well as we shift in retrograde. I believe it goes back to like the 28th or the 27th degree of Pluto in Capricorn, and then we'll head back into actually I think it's just the 29th, maybe the 28th or the 29th degree of Pluto in Capricorn, and then we move back into Aquarius by November 19th. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. The river dances to the sea, number 3. Flow state, trusting in the adventure. So I feel like that's what it's all about. When we saw the tea leaf card earlier that came out with the horse, it was just saying this is more so like a short journey. Okay, I'm seeing the number 3, which came out as well. Empress energy, Taurus came out there. We see the number 3 here as well, and then heavy on the green, which is going to be the heart chakra. Leo's energy typically rules the heart. Okay, so Vesta is where Leo is right now, and it's all about this spiritual transformation that's taken place and needing to be devoted and sacrificing. All right, that spark of kind of giving, like that spark within that you have for your spirituality. All right, so let's pull some cards on this real quick. Let's see what the full moon and lunar eclipse has for us here. I'm gonna go to shuffle out of this deck real quick. That's crazy. It came out that way. 15th, 16th, and 17th. All right, these dates could have been of significance. I mean, here we are on the 23rd, so we will be looking at July 15th, 16th, and 17th. Is there anything of significance on those specific dates? So the 17th was the day that Venus and Mercury moved into Cancer, that's for sure. All right, and then in July, those specific dates, nothing really happening. All right. We have the first quarter moon that takes place in Libra, as we're now in this cardinal moon cycle, starting off with this full moon in Capricorn. We'll be seeing the last quarter moon in Aries. Then we'll have the new moon in Cancer and the first quarter moon in Libra. Okay, so that takes place really quickly. Wow. All right, full moon lunar eclipse. Let's look at this energy. All right, removing the internal obstacles and confronting self-identity and intensities. The 9 of Pentacles. Sorry, the King of Pentacles. Interesting, the full card. Listen, I don't know what's standing in your way, because whatever obstacle is there, that's what you have to release. It's holding you back from your abundance, is what it is. The King of Pentacles to the full card and the Ace of Pentacles. This is the new beginning that's meant to take place for you. That's crazy. Let me pull one more. I got the Lovers down on the bottom of the deck as well. Alright, so that could be like a major decision needing to be made as I split the deck. The 3 of Wands. Alright, 3 of Wands is the energy of the Sun in Aries, representing possibly even the Emperor energy. So we're looking at needing to take your power back, or creating some sort of business or something that's going to lead you towards success. Alright, so removing whatever is in your way at this time. And this is what I feel like this waning moon cycle is going to do. Alright, the full moon lunar eclipse is technically is the completion, right, of something. Ten of Swords, as I say, completion. The Ten of Swords energy is going to be the sun in Gemini. Okay, so that sun in Gemini energy that came out on the Astro Dice is of significance. Has a lot to do with that's where your opportunity is being presented. It may be a pause right now in that energy for some reason. Like something has to be destructed around something that's holding you back. All right. So removing the internal obstacles and confronting your self-identity and intensity that you have for something. You have some sort of higher knowledge is what it is. I'm seeing the purple again. All right. You have a specific understanding utilizing your crown chakra. All right. And where your path is leading you to as you want to tap into this King of Pentacles energy. The King of Pentacles is a leader. It's a boss. It is someone that is dependable, someone stable, someone that owns their own business. If this is a journey that you want to head down, full card energy, Ace of Pentacles, this can be great. But Ten of Swords, you have to release this self-sabotaging mental energy that you have from within that's holding you back from your goal, it looks like. All right, so just remain adaptable to the changes that are happening, especially when it pertains to the moon cycles. All right, we just stepped out of a mutable moon cycle. As that one started off with the full moon in Sag, we had that last quarter moon in Pisces, and then we've seen the new moon in Gemini, first quarter moon in Virgo. Now we just went through this full moon in Capricorn. Waning down is going to be releasing what's no longer serving us. This is the thing that I like about when we get to this time of the year. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. These are the last three signs of the zodiac, right? So anything that's being released right now technically sets us up for a new beginning. Once we see that that new moon that takes place, what is it in I feel like that's the one that's going to take place with the full moon in Aries, and that one technically happens in, is it September? Could be October. October could be of significance. Alright, yeah, I feel like that's what's going to take place. This is good. This is real good. Alright, things might have to be slowing down for, okay, think about it this way. Let's just, okay, think about it this way. Where we are right now with the full moon in Capricorn, imagine if we were just starting the winter equinox. This is a time of completing a specific cycle, right, on the astrological wheel. So as I said, the 111 portal and where the new moon in Capricorn took place on January 11th, we now seeing the full moon in Capricorn. We're 6 months away from where that started. Think about from the full moon in Capricorn being the energy of where the winter solstice took place and what's supposed to be coming to completion within these next three full moons. Full moon in Capricorn, the following full moon in Capricorn, because there's two. All right, one on June 21st that just took place. The next one is July 21st. And then we'll see Aquarius is in Pisces, is going to be that lunar eclipse, right? Once we see that full moon in Aries, it's almost like we're coming back around to that new spring energy, technically being the equinox of the fall. All right, so right now I feel like there's going to be a major shift that takes place in order to transmute where we are supposed to be going pertaining to our destiny. And it says the river dances to the sea. All right, so there's a flow state of everything and how to trust in the adventure that's taking place here. All right, so as we go through these specific modalities, as we spoke about before, with like cardinal energy, which are the initiators, right? And then we go through the fixed signs, which are going to be the ones that bring sustainability into our lives. And then we see going back to mutable energy is where we tap base with being adaptable to all the changes that we experience with all the modalities. All right, so frozen for a time, what's this all about? Non-action and having strength and courage and determination and still taking action. All right, just in an easier way. I feel, Hermit, in a very secluded way where people aren't seeing you. I feel it's of significance. All right, I know this sounds weird, guys. It's just the way I read is a little different. All right, but I'm seeing that having strength when it comes to your soul's journey is what I feel this is. Okay, Five of Swords. This is where if you don't take a step back, you can feel that you're trying to win at all costs, and that's not what you want, because you're not going to align yourself exactly where you need to be. All right, so the Five of Swords can definitely speak about the need to detach more so at times, and having the strength to detach in order to change your destiny. So the Wheel of Fortune earlier came out in a challenge. Now it's coming out here as needing to be non-action, slowing down and saying not yet, it's not time yet. All right, for your destiny to change. If you continue to push forward, it's almost like you're trying to win at all costs, and that's just not the way it works. All right, the metamorphosis has to take place. The transformation has to take place. And this is why Spirit is showing it to me this way. 15, 16, 17. Devil, releasing the energy of the ego, right? Tower energy, 16, non-action, slowing down, letting things fall away, whatever is not serving you here on your journey, and then actually utilizing the transformation and transmuting what's next. The Lovers is back. All right, so the Lovers, the Emperor, as I said earlier, I was feeling that energy. All right, and the World card, wow. Knight of Cups, I like it. Temperance down at the bottom of the deck, it requires patience. All right, so if you're meant to come into alignment with a specific emperor, or this could be you utilizing the masculine and feminine energies to transmute your energy to be able to start this business, then I feel like that's going to be a successful chapter, you ending in your life and then tapping right into that Knight of Cups, opening yourself up to what's next. All right, Temperance, it just requires patience. Healing, more so with the Queen of Cups behind it. All right, Five of Wands, choosing your battles wisely when it comes to what your actual happiness is with the Ten of Cups. All right, let me get one on your fortune energy. Wow. What your fortune card is. Trusting in the adventure. The Lovers. I mean, what's going on here? It says there are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. So this has to begin with the choices that you make, for sure. Heavy on this Gemini energy. You guys, I have 15, 16, 17. Look what comes out on that card. 18. That's so weird. 18 is the energy of the moon. All right. Wow. I'm feeling like the full moon in Gemini could be of significance. It's interesting. Anyway, let's not get in too deep with that because I can stay stuck on it. But I'm feeling like it has a lot to do with the balance of the path that you choose to take. All right? The masculine and the feminine energies, the balance. Let me get one more. I feel stuck on that. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Okay. Beware. It says be careful who you trust at this time. I don't know if I like that too much. And there's that number 3 again. We saw that come out earlier. It's giving me like Empress energy. Be careful who you trust at this time. Should you beware? I don't know. I feel like one path isn't going to take you down the road that you want to go down. So maybe this is why you're being told to have the strength to go within right now. All right. And not to try to win at all costs, because you may change your destiny to lead you in the wrong direction. Oof. Cracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. So just be careful of who you trust. Utilize your discernment. Let your intuition guide you. If something doesn't feel right, stick to that energy normally. But I'm seeing Cracker here. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. I mean, we did see that. Like, a money path is waiting for you to find it. That's what we saw earlier. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. A proposal. So a romantic or a business opportunity is indicated. Alright, what I'm seeing here is marriage. It's giving me commitment, right? Let's speak about Juno and where Juno is right now. Juno's in Virgo, okay? And Juno is the asteroid of marriage, of commitment, of bonds, okay? That could be of significance, okay? Maybe when Juno steps into Libra could be of significance, and when this proposal or this marriage or this commitment is meant to take place. Or this could be spirit showing you, you know, that the path that you're on is of significance. Wow. Okay, the number sequence for me always gets me. So as I said, I was seeing the Empress. I'm also seeing the energy of the Chariot, which is Cancer. So this makes me think about like Venus, all right, in Cancer. All right, as we just said, that gives me the alignment of like the Two of Cups. That is a marriage. That is a spiritual union technically. And then as I'm seeing here, the energy of 27, it's giving me the second house, the seventh house. That's heavy on Venus's energy. All right, so that brings in the energy of value. All right, it speaks of love. It's of beauty. It's of artists. It's creativity. It has a lot to do with finances and, you know, your possessions and things that are meant to bring in material abundance in your life is what it is. Okay. Let me just pull a couple cards on that energy. It says a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. So this could be either or, pertaining to however this reading, you know, resonates with you. Interesting. I'm seeing Judgment and the Four of Pentacles. Judgment is ruled by Pluto in Tarot, and the Four of Pentacles is the Sun in Capricorn. We just said Pluto was heading back into Capricorn in September 1st. That date could be of significance. What date does that fall on? One second, you guys. Let's take a look. September 1st falls on a Sunday. And the sun will be in Virgo at that time. Okay. Well, will Juno be in Libra by then? I believe so. Let's look at it. Juno in Libra. August 9th. Yeah. Alright, so that transformative energy that takes place and where the ascension is supposed to take place with Judgment, alright, could be of significance. It's coming up very soon. Very soon. 8 of Wands. Alright. Wow. You could see like some sort of message come through. You would feel the energy, I feel. Okay. Yeah. Someone's going to accelerate very quickly when it comes to a specific accomplishment or an achievement or pertaining to like some sort of recognition that's meant to come through. Pertaining to like your reputation or whatever this proposal is. 6 of Pentacles. There's going to be an equal give and take here with something. Alright, things are going to remain balanced more so. I've seen Justice. I've seen the 8 of Swords, and I've seen the 7 of Swords. Interesting. So the moon in Aquarius could be of significance. That full moon that takes place in August. Alright, Jupiter in Gemini transit could be of significance to this specific energy. And Justice is going to be Libra. So Libra season, okay. Normally is at the end of September. I'm seeing the scales here twice in the cards that I pulled. Alright, with the 6 of Pentacles and Justice. Scales heavy balance energy here. Alright, and as I said, I was seeing the 2nd and the 7th houses. Alright, 7th house is all about contracts, partnerships, relationships, one-on-one relationships, that type of thing. Wow, heavy Libra here. I even see the 2 of Swords. Moon in Libra, justice, Six of Pentacles. That is the energy of the moon in Taurus. See what I'm trying to say? There's this heavy emphasis on the 2nd and 7th houses. Like some sort of marriage or commitment or bond or contract that takes place that's meant to bring in something that you value, pertaining to like your finances, your abundance, that's meant to come through for you here. That's insane the way that this just came through. And the Six of Wands under that. I mean, you guys, I'm blown away. Completely blown away with the way those cards just came out. Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Moon in Taurus, Moon in Libra with the Justice. 2nd and 7th houses are here. I just called it out. Six of Wands. It's like, yes. All right. Victory, success. All right. It's going to be accelerating quickly pertaining to your abundance that's meant to come through. Anytime I see the Sun in Capricorn with the Four of Pentacles, you could have been really trying to hold on tight to your finances. All right. And let's be clear. We do see Saturn getting ready to go retrograde in Pisces. All right. We were speaking about Aquarius's energy being heavy in the reading, and Pisces is Aquarius's 2nd house. So that could be of significance as well. Alright. Interesting. Alright, you guys. I'm going to pull a, where's my deck? Oh, hi. I'm going to pull a crystal, and then we're going to move on from this reading. Okay. I have a lot of fun things coming up, so stick with me here. I want to create more so for those that want to learn astrology with me. I want to get creative and bring more people into that energy. Alright. Comes out. Blue Chalcedony. Alright, so slowing down, easy does it, restoring balance and serenity. So that came out. Alright,